When most people think of shotguns, they usually picture those old, reliable models that have been around for decades. Same action, same setup, same design. But 2025 has quietly brought in a new wave of shotguns that feel a lot more modern, a lot more capable, and in some cases, a lot more specialized. Whether you're into tactical setups, upland bird hunting, clay shooting, or just want a new semi-auto that runs clean and fast, there's something on this list that's going to catch your eye. What makes these 7 stand out isn't just the name on the side or how sleek they look, it's how much they've been improved to match what today's shooters are looking for. From mag-fed pump actions and ultra-fast cycling semi-autos to competition-ready over and unders and inertia guns, built for long days in the field, these new models are practical, smart, and made to last. So in this video, we're going to break down the 7 newest shotguns available in 2025, starting from number 7 and working our way up to the most impressive release of the year. We'll go over how they function, what makes them different, and most importantly, whether they're worth your money. Number 7. Retay Air Control Extreme. $1,049. When people think about modern shotguns, Retay might not be the first name that pops into their heads, but over the past few years, this Turkish manufacturer has been quietly climbing the ranks. And with their new Air Control Extreme, they've brought something to the table in 2025 that's catching a lot of attention, especially from hunters and sport shooters who want something a little different. The Air Control Extreme is a semi-automatic, inertia-driven shotgun, which already puts it in a category that serious shooters tend to appreciate. Inertia systems tend to run cleaner and require less maintenance than gas-operated models, and this shotgun uses Retay's Inertia Plus system, which is designed to improve reliability even under harsh conditions. It gives the bolt a more positive lockup and helps avoid that annoying click you get with some inertia guns when the bolt doesn't fully seat. The air control part of the name refers to their redesigned barrel and choke system. Retay has developed what they call the Air King barrel, with optimized internal geometry, which they claim leads to better pattern consistency and reduced felt recoil. Now that kind of marketing language gets tossed around a lot in the shotgun world, but shooters who've tested this model are saying the difference is noticeable. The recoil impulse is smoother, and the patterning with their included chokes is surprisingly tight, even at longer ranges. You also get some nice ergonomic upgrades on this model. The stock is fully adjustable for drop and cast, and the grip feels more sculpted compared to older Retay designs. The forend is slimmer and textured well, so even when your hands are wet or gloved up, you don't feel like you're fighting for control. The oversized bolt handle and bolt release make operation faster, and the loading port has been flared slightly to help with quicker reloads, a feature that's starting to appear more and more on high-end shotguns. In terms of looks, the Air Control Extreme leans modern without going too flashy. The finish is clean, durable, and comes in a few tactical and camo options. Whether you're into upland hunting, waterfowl, or clay shooting, there's a version that fits the role. At $1,049, it sits in a very competitive price range, and while it's not exactly cheap, it's offering features and performance that compete well against Italian and American models that are a few $100s more. For shooters looking to try something new from a company that's aiming to compete on a global level, the Retay Air Control Extreme might be worth a second look. Number 6. Tristar Raptor 2, around $550. Tristar has always held its ground as one of the more accessible names in the shotgun world. They're not necessarily trying to compete with the ultra-premium brands, but they consistently offer functional, affordable, and often surprisingly capable shotguns. The Raptor 2, their latest release for 2025, stays true to that approach, but this time it brings in some noticeable upgrades that give it a stronger foothold in the semi-auto market. The Raptor 2 is a gas-operated semi-automatic shotgun designed primarily with sporting and light hunting in mind. Where some budget-friendly shotguns cut corners to keep the price low, Tristar has put effort into refining the things that affect the way a shotgun feels and performs in the hands. For example, the recoil system has been updated to reduce wear on internal parts and smooth out the recoil pulse, especially when shooting heavier loads like 3-inch shells. It's chambered for both 2.75 inches and 3 inches shells, giving you the flexibility to go from lighter field loads to something with a little more punch for birds or turkey, and it cycles reliably right out of the box. That's something Tristar users consistently mention. You don't have to baby this gun. You can take it straight from the box to the field and expect it to do its job without any dramatic break-in period or fussy ammo preferences. One of the more notable upgrades on the Raptor 2 is the stock and foreign design. While earlier models felt bulkier, this version has been slimmed down, reshaped, and textured for better control. The stock comes with a soft rubber recoil pad that makes a difference during long days at the range, and the controls, like the safety and bolt release, have been made slightly larger and easier to operate without overdoing it. It comes with a vent rib barrel, fiber optic front sight, and a set of mobile-style choke tubes, giving you the versatility to switch between different shooting applications. Whether you're hitting clays, walking through brush, or doing some casual range work, the Raptor 2 adapts easily. It's not overbuilt or overly tactical, but it's practical, clean, and focused. In terms of finish, the Raptor 2 is available in several styles, including classic blued barrels with walnut stocks, as well as synthetic black or camo versions for people who want something more rugged. While it's still in that affordable price range, typically landing around $450 to $550 depending on configuration, it doesn't look or feel like an entry-level shotgun. You're getting features that have trickled down from higher-end models, and that makes it an even better value in 2025. Number 5. Nova 3 Tactical Pump-Action Shotgun, around $749. Pump-action shotguns have always had a loyal following, especially when it comes to defensive use, tactical training, and close-quarters reliability. In 2025, the new Nova 3 Tactical takes that classic pump design and brings it up to speed with features today's shooters are looking for. But it still keeps that no-nonsense, ultra-reliable feel that pump lovers want. The Nova 3 isn't a total reinvention of the wheel, and that's a good thing. What it offers instead is refinement, the kind of mechanical and ergonomic upgrades that make a real difference when you're running drills or relying on your shotgun in a high-pressure situation. And what stands out right away is how solid this thing feels from front to back. Let's start with the action. The pump on the Nova 3 is extremely smooth and tight with almost no wobble, and that's thanks to the redesigned twin-action bars and reinforced fore-end assembly. There's no slack or delay when you rack it. It locks up firmly and cycles clean. That's important not only for speed, but for confidence. Whether you're operating it slowly and deliberately or fast under pressure, it feeds and ejects shells with consistency. The barrel is 18.5 inches, which keeps things maneuverable in tight spaces, but still gives you enough range and spread control for defensive or law enforcement scenarios. It's chambered in 12 gauge and it handles 2.75 inches, 3 inches, and 3.5 inch shells, making it unique for heavier duty loads if needed. That extended shell compatibility adds another layer of flexibility whether you're using buckshot, slugs, or birdshot. One thing users have pointed out is how good the recoil management is for a pump gun. The Nova 3 uses an updated recoil pad system at the buttstock that reduces the typical harsh slam into the shoulder. Combined with a tighter grip angle and redesigned stock geometry, the result is a shotgun that kicks less than expected, even when shooting high-power loads. For people who run a lot of drills or shoot in classes, that can make a huge difference in fatigue. The furniture on the Nova 3 has also been modernized. You've got a more angular, aggressive look with practical benefits, like an extended tactical fore-end with texturing and M-lock slots. That lets you mount lights, sling mounts, or vertical foregrips depending on your setup. The stock is fixed for durability, but it includes a QD sling socket and better cheek weld contours. It may not be collapsible or fancy, but it's built for control and rugged use. The controls are equally smart. The oversized safety and action release are glove-friendly, and the trigger group feels tuned, not overly light, but clean and crisp for a shotgun. Reloads are made easier thanks to a beveled loading port, and the shell lifter doesn't pinch or slow you down when topping off the magazine under stress. Another nice touch is the Ghost Ring sight setup. You've got a rear ghost ring that's fully adjustable, paired with a front fiber optic sight that picks up light well. This kind of sighting system makes target acquisition faster, especially in low-light conditions or for users who need something more precise than a basic bead. At around $749, the Nova 3 lands in a really smart price zone. It's not trying to compete with bargain basement pumps, but it also doesn't climb into high-end custom territory either. It delivers a blend of durability, tactical functionality, and comfort, making it ideal for home defense, security roles, or anyone who wants a pump-action shotgun they can trust when it matters most. So if you're looking for a shotgun that brings tactical performance without unnecessary fluff, the Nova 3 Tactical is a solid contender in 2025. It's one of those guns that works well out of the box and feels like it's going to keep working, whether you're on the range, training hard, or counting on it in a tough situation. Number 4. Beretta 1301 Tactical Mod 2 $2,199. Beretta's 1301 series has been a dominant force in the tactical shotgun space for years now, and with the release of the 1301 Tactical Mod 2, they've taken everything that worked and refined it even further. If you're serious about performance, reliability, and rapid handling in a defensive shotgun, this new model checks nearly every box, and it does so with a level of polish that's hard to match. The heart of the Mod 2 is still Beretta's B-Link gas system, which is known for being one of the fastest cycling semi-automatic systems on the market. It allows the shotgun to fire 4 rounds in under a second with the right training, and more importantly, it's incredibly clean. Unlike some gas guns that need frequent attention, the B-Link system runs smoothly and doesn't foul up nearly as fast, which makes it ideal for long-range sessions or duty use. Beretta made a few key upgrades in the Mod 2 that really push it into a higher tier. First, the trigger group and safety have been completely reworked. The safety is now repositioned and enlarged for faster access, especially under stress. The trigger has a cleaner break and a shorter reset, something that's rare to see done well on a shotgun, but here it's noticeable and welcome. The stock and forend are also new. The pistol grip has been reshaped for better ergonomics, and the synthetic stock now has adjustable spacers to let you dial in the length of pull. There's also a better recoil pad installed, which helps tame the already soft recoil of the gas system, even when using full-power 3-inch slugs or buckshot. The forend has improved texturing and multiple M-LOK slots for lights or accessories, which gives it some tactical flexibility without overcomplicating the design. It ships with ghost ring sights, an optics-ready rail, and a 7+1 capacity right out of the box. And even at over $2,000, it feels like every dollar is going into something that matters. Number 3. Weatherbe Element 2 $669. Weatherbe is mostly known for their high-end hunting rifles and premium sporting guns, but their Element series of semi-auto shotguns has quietly built up a loyal following. And now in 2025, the release of the Element 2 brings that same dependable shooting experience with a few modern upgrades that make it even more unique and appealing to a broader range of shooters. The Element 2 uses an inertia-driven action, which means it's cleaner running and simpler to maintain than a gas-operated shotgun. There are fewer moving parts and fewer areas that build up carbon. That makes this a great option for someone who wants to run hundreds of rounds at the range or out in the field without constantly needing to clean or service their gun. What makes the Element 2 stand out is how it handles. The shotgun has a well-balanced feel thanks to its slimline receiver and lightweight barrel. It comes with a 26 inches or 28 inches barrel, depending on configuration, and it swings naturally for clay shooting, dove hunting, or any kind of sport use. It's not a tactical gun, and it doesn't try to be. This is a smooth, sleek, and comfortable shotgun that's built for practical, all-day use. You also get Weatherbe's dropout trigger system, which allows for easy cleaning and maintenance without needing special tools. The trigger itself feels more refined than what you typically find on shotguns under $700. There's very little creep, and the break is surprisingly crisp. The stock is available in both synthetic and walnut finishes, and there are several camo options depending on your intended use. It comes with choke tubes, a fiber optic front bead, and a ventilated rib, making it very adaptable whether you're in the uplands or at a local trap shoot. At $669, the Element 2 feels like it's punching above its weight class. If you're looking for a unique semi-auto that blends traditional feel with modern efficiency, this is one of the most solid picks in its price range this year. Number 2. Next Gen Mossberg 590R, 2025 model. Mossberg has been a major player in the shotgun game for decades, and their 590R platform introduced something a little different, a pump-action shotgun that feeds from detachable box magazines. In 2025, the next-gen version of the 590R gets a much-needed refresh, addressing the quirks of the first model while doubling down on what made it unique. First, the magazine system has been completely reworked. Feeding from a box mag has always been a bit of a balancing act in shotguns, but Mossberg's new revised mag design fixes the early issues. The mags now seat more cleanly, lock in tighter, and feed rounds more consistently. The gun ships with either a 5-round or 10-round magazine, and higher capacity mags are also supported for users who want more firepower in a pump-action setup. The action on the 590R is still very familiar. It's based on the legendary 590 pump platform, but the forend has been redesigned for better ergonomics and control. There's a new M-LOK interface, a shorter reach to the pump, and an overall tighter lockup between components. That makes cycling smoother and reloads easier, especially when you're swapping mags instead of feeding shells one by one. In terms of materials and durability, the next-gen 590R keeps the twin-action bars, dual extractors, and steel-to-steel bolt lockup that have always been hallmarks of the Mossberg 500-590 series. The receiver is drilled and tapped for optics, and it ships with ghost ring sights and a rail section for red dots or other accessories. It's set up for tactical use from day one. And the big reason this shotgun still matters: it's fast. Being able to drop a mag and slap in another one, especially in situations where time matters, gives this pump gun an edge. It's built for law enforcement, home defense, or anyone who wants that hybrid between a traditional shotgun and a mag-fed rifle platform. It's still affordable too. Even with the new upgrades, the 590R's next-gen model stays in the $700, $850 range, making it one of the most unique and high-capacity pump actions available in 2025. Number 1. Browning Series, starting at $3,150. At the top of the list for 2025 is a shotgun series that blends engineering precision with elegance and performance, the Browning 825 series. Designed specifically for sporting, field, and trap shooters, this is the kind of shotgun you invest in when you want something that feels like it was made for you. Right out of the box, the Browning 825 builds upon the proven success of the 725 and 625 series, but this time it incorporates some fresh materials and design changes that elevate it even further. It's still an over and under shotgun, which means you're getting exceptional balance and barrel alignment for clays or competitive shooting, but with smoother operation, improved recoil handling, and more adjustability. The steel receiver is stronger and more compact than previous generations, and it's beautifully finished with either blued, silver nitride, or engraved accents, depending on the model. The inertia-assisted trigger system offers a clean and crisp pull with almost no reset lag between the two barrels. This is something competition shooters will notice immediately. The timing, feel, and responsiveness are incredibly tight. Browning also redesigned the stock geometry for the 825 series. You get adjustable comb options, enhanced recoil pads, and stock inserts to fine-tune the length of pull. That makes this shotgun feel more custom fit without actually having to go full custom. The barrels are available in 30 inches, 32 inches, and even 34 inches, depending on which model you choose, trap, field, or sporting, and all include Browning's extended Invector DS choke system. One standout feature is the backboard barrel and lengthened forcing cones, which help reduce recoil and create tighter, more uniform patterns, perfect for competition shooters who are focused on precision and repeatability. With a starting price around $3,150, this is a premium shotgun, but it earns that position with a combination of craftsmanship, functionality, and legacy. If you're looking for a firearm that performs flawlessly, feels like an extension of your body, and looks like it belongs on the wall of a championship shooter's locker, the Browning 825 series is worth the investment. So there you go. 7 new shotguns released in 2025 that are worth paying attention to, whether you're upgrading your current setup or starting fresh. Each one brings something different to the table, from lightweight field guns and smooth-shooting semi-autos to tactical workhorses and competition-grade over-under. Some are built for speed, others for precision, and a few for sheer reliability under pressure. But every one of them earned its spot on this list. Which one of these shotguns stands out the most to you, and what would you use it for? Would you go with something tactical like the Mossberg 590R, or are you leaning more toward a refined sporting model like the Browning 825? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, or you're into gear that delivers what it promises, go ahead and give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And if you know someone who's in the market for a new shotgun, send this their way. It might help them make a better decision. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.